Our next story is from Pakistan. Earlier today, Islamabad unveiled its annual budget, one of the toughest budgets in its history. It comes during a swirling political crisis, a weakening currency, skyrocketing inflation, and shortages of reserves. Given these challenges, the expectation was that this budget would be modest. It would mostly be aimed at restoring economic stability. Turns out that's not the case. Pakistan's priorities remain misplaced. So do most of the budget's allocations. This is despite an IMF reminder to Pakistan to mend its ways. On Thursday, the International Monetary Fund told Pakistan to renegotiate its deals with China, to try bargaining and reducing pending payments related to CPEC, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Here's a report.
Pakistan has released its annual budget, a budget aimed at restoring economic stability, only that it falls way short of the mark. Inflation is making the common man suffer. Guess what Islamabad has decided to do? Increase the salaries of government employees only. By how much? 15%. What about the average Pakistani citizen? No such perks for them. What they've received are mere promises, like zero load shedding, more scholarship programs, special packages for the poor, and better health programs. Then we have the CPEC, that is the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. 2 days back, the IMF had asked Pakistan to renegotiate CPEC deals, to try bargaining and reduce outstanding payments. It said that this was necessary for financial stability. Guess what Pakistan has done? It has fast-tracked CPEC projects by providing additional funds. It has also adopted a framework for early start of special economic zones under the project. Guess where the most money has been allocated? To defense. Pakistan has set aside $7.6 billion for defense. That's over 1,500 billion Pakistani rupees. This is an increase of 6%. What explains it? The fear of unrest along Pakistan's border with Afghanistan. However, the Pakistan Army says it will use most of this money for salaries, allowances, and employee-related expenses. What about other sectors? How much money have they been allocated? For health, Pakistan has set aside 6 billion rupees. For education, Pakistan has allocated 12 billion rupees. If we put both these allocations together, it's not even half the money that has been allocated for defense. So to put it simply, Pakistan's annual budget for 2022 has yet again exposed its misplaced priority. The country is going through its worst phase economically. Inflation is at an all-time high of 13.8%. The rupee at an all-time low of 201 against the dollar. Foreign reserves have diminished to $9.27 billion. The GDP forecast has been reduced to 4.3%. At a time like this, Pakistan decides to spend the most on defense and Chinese projects. And here we thought the new government was expected to usher change in the country.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.